We're here at Brawler's Box, Miami, Florida, home away from home. Today I'm gonna go ahead and do a full body dynamic effort training session for power and explosiveness and a little bit of bodybuilding at the end. Stay tuned, let's make it happen. In the beginning, you guys know what we do, right? Well, I guess if you're new, you wouldn't know. So before any type of workout, we like to do a proper warm-up. A proper warm-up consists of raising core temperature, activating muscles, activating the nervous system, mobilizing the joints, and then working into the movements that you're gonna be doing inside the meat and potatoes of the workout. So that's what we call potentiation. Today, it's hot, don't need to do too much. I'm gonna go ahead, give me a nice little jog down and back, right? Get my core temperature up, and then I'm gonna start doing my dynamic movements. And we're gonna get into the weight room, and I'm gonna go through each step. We're gonna go from power to speed strength, down into build, which is more hypertrophy. So follow along. All right, here we go. So this type of workout today can be done for pretty much any athlete looking to gain explosive power, more of that strength and high velocity work. This is gonna correlate over to really any sport. This is a part of my condensed conjugate model, where it's a 3-day model where you do maximal effort 2 days, and then you're doing dynamic effort for your full body on the 3rd day, if you're gonna do a 3-day model. A 2-day model, you would do dynamic and max effort on the same day, and it would be a 2-day split. Separate that 72 hours apart. Right now, all I'm doing is mobilizing the joints, getting ready for the work ahead. We got some overhead pressing going on today, so I want to make sure my shoulders are nice and loose, my joints are optimized and ready to go for the higher force outputs that I'm going to put it through. All right, so the first one we're going to do, first superset is going to be a kettlebell swing and a med ball slam. Kettlebell, we're looking at, it's gonna be lighter, but I would say it's about 32 kilograms, so 32 kilos. You can go for 60, maybe even 80 pounds for males. Females, you can aim for like 40 pounds, somewhere around there. Medicine ball is gonna be 10 pounds. Everything we do here is explosive. So you want more velocity, and you also wanna make sure that you're maintaining your form, your technique, all that good stuff. We're gonna go 30 seconds in between. So it's gonna be a kettlebell swing and then med ball slam, 30-second rest, and we'll repeat that. The goal here is to improve not only your power production, but your ability to recover in between those bouts of high intensity power outputs. So this is going to allow you to be more efficient and give you the capacity to still have power, whether you're a fighter, football player, soccer player, whatever have you, you have that ability to be powerful and with limited rest. All right, guys, real quick before we get back to the video, I wanted to make the announcement that yes, it's finally here. My 2 new products, my supplements that I've been formulating for years now, have finally hit the market. I'm excited to bring this to you for not only athletes that want to improve their performance, but also enhance their recoverability. This is all of the ingredients that I know that are gonna be the most beneficial bang for your buck inside of one bottle. So check it out, link is down below. Now let's get back to the video. Notice when I'm doing the kettlebell swing, I'm not only swinging it up, I'm pulling it back down. So I'm giving myself an overspeed eccentric. That's gonna help with the stretch shortening cycle, allowing you to get that stretch with your hamstrings to be able to explode and contract rapidly, all right? It's gonna help with power output. It's obviously gonna help with your flow of movement. We got 4 sets, total 5 and 5. All right, so we worked through the sagittal plane. Now we're gonna work through the transverse plane, working on rotation. Kettlebell swing. The swing is gonna be with rotation here. So we're gonna be bent over at the torso. We're gonna go ahead and rotate, swing side to side. You got 5 reps each side, and then we're gonna go ahead and do, with the pivot, rotational slams, side to side for 5 reps, 4 total sets. Transitioning now into speed strength, where the percentages are gonna be roughly 55 to 65%. We're gonna go ahead and do 8 sets of 2 repetitions, being explosive. We're not bouncing at the bottom. So with the trap bar, I want you to settle and then explode. Settle and then explode. Then after that, we're gonna go into a clean push press. Do 1 clean and 3 push press. I'm gonna do all 8 sets of this, and then I'll go into my 9 sets of 3 on the push press. So this trap bar has fat grip handles, so I am stressing out my grips. Obviously working the posterior chain, my hips are a little bit higher than a conventional trap bar deadlift, but the goal here is to work on the posterior chain and get hip drive. So that's what we're doing, hip drive, baby. All right, so Caleb made a good point. So why am I doing 8 sets of 2 instead of 2 sets of 8? Well, if I do 8 reps, right, and I try to get this amount of weight up for 8 reps, the speed is gonna be diminished over that time frame. So I wanna be as fast as I can. That means I'm gonna do 2 reps so I can stay fast, stay with that higher velocity, but get the same amount of volume necessary to get that stimulus. Notice, I'm not yanking the bar off the ground immediately from the dead stop. I'm doing what's called pulling out the slack of the bar. So I'm getting tight and then I'm exploding up. I'm not jerking the bar off of the ground. I'm making sure I'm nice and locked in, and then I'll go ahead and produce force. All right, so pro tip, you got a trap bar, you take off all the weight on the one side, and then you simply lift the bar up and slide it out like that. Make it a lot simpler. Now we got a hang clean to push press, 1 full hang clean, and then 3 push presses. So clean it, punch, 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 stick, and then drop it down. All right, we got 9 total sets. We're gonna rest only 30 seconds in between those sets. Now we're moving on to build. So we're gonna do 70 to 80%. We're gonna go into more hypertrophy zones. So 8 to 10 repetitions. I'm gonna do purely posterior chain. So glute ham raises and chin-ups. With the glute ham raise, typically the goal is 1, you wanna make sure that you keep your hips all the way stretched out. So you wanna increase that extension of the hips as you go down. And then as you come up, you're gonna pull with your hamstrings. So I always say, think about with the platform, as you're going out, leg press the platform. And as you come up, you're gonna pull with the ball of your feet. So you're gonna get a little bit of calves in there. As long as you maintain your hips in an extension, you're gonna still activate the glutes. And then obviously you're gonna work the hamstrings. nobody in here doing this. You don't need to be, it don't need to be that high. Full range. Not touching.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so there you have it. Full dynamic effort through power, speed, strength, and then a little bit of hypertrophy at the end, body weight. Doing glute ham raise, some pull-ups or chin-ups, and dips. Very simple, but highly effective. If you're an athlete, check it out. If you want to learn more about my methodology of training, all of my programs, link is down below. If you're a coach, you can learn it specifically for your athletes in the mentorship program, or if you want to train in any of the programs that I have available, Fight Life app is where you want to go. Boom. What's up, guys? Daru here. Make sure you like this video and subscribe for more. See you on the next one.